We are here by grace. We were meant to love. We will walk with hope. We will live for peace. We are here to love with a heart of gold. Touch another's life, move another's soul. From your place within, breathe out love tonight. Send it on a star. We can't stop this war. We can't stop these wars. We are here by grace. We were meant to love. We will walk with hope. We will live for peace. We are here to love with a heart of gold. Touch another's life, move another's soul. From your place within, breathe out love tonight. Send it on a star. We can't stop this war. We can't stop these wars. I believe, like sweet Martin King and Jesus, in a nation for peace. Join your hands, for the children of the world. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. We are here by grace.
She's been part of my world for a very, very long time. And so I asked her to come and bring Mary and to do a prayer to the four directions and smudge the church.
It's an honor to be here tonight. Many of you know this New York was native land. So for me, it's a real privilege to do an honoring of this land. And I'm dedicating it to the ancestors who walked on this land before, those who visited, who are still here, came. I feel the sacredness in this place. And so if you, with your permission, I would like to walk. My friend Mary is assisting tonight with me. And sacred herbs for the Native American peoples are cedar, sage, and sweetgrass. So the sage, or so when we come by you, if you put your hands out like this, it will bless you, and also you can invite it in and move it over your body to cleanse and purify. So we make the circle sacred in that way. If you put your hands out, the smoke will bless you. Yeah. So if you would like to stand, we'll call in the four directions, and we begin in the north because the north is the place of winter, the winter solstice we're celebrating, as you are aware of, and that's the reason we are here tonight, to celebrate this beautiful gift of winter and the solstice. And the keeper of the winter is north. So as I'm offering this song, welcoming the spirit keeper of the north, the guardian of the north is Uriel. Keeper of the north, we welcome you and your gifts. You are the place where our ancestors rest, where our teachers, those who've gone before us, our beloved Hilda, shining down on us tonight. I feel her presence very strongly. And we're honoring my friend Chuck and Wally also tonight. The gifts of the North, we are grateful that you bring us this time of quiet, this time of healing, of going within to gestate new ideas, new beginnings. This place where we find cleansing and purifying and renewal. So we invite those gifts into this circle tonight, that we could be blessed with the gift of renewing of our spirit at this dark time on the planet, as we know that our ancestors, those who've gone before us, are showering us with blessings for our efforts here tonight. Let us open our hearts that we may bring light into this darkness, this longest night of the winter solstice, like the long night of darkness that covers our planet, that the children of light will bring our best gifts into the world. Help us, keepers of the North, our guardian, our ancestors, our teachers. Remind us when we forget that we can do it. We can be the ones who truly stand for truth at this time, as we look within to find renewed hope. Thank you for your gifts, Keeper of the North. Mother Earth and all our relations, we call you to join us. Our feet touch this beautiful Mother Earth, and your energy flows through us. We welcome you, Mother Earth. Mother Earth, you have the solutions on how to heal you. So speak to us in our dream time. Speak to us when we walk. Teach us how to have right relationship with you, that we can see healing in all the four corners of this beautiful Mother Earth, that we see the waters turn pristine and pure again, that we see the winds purify and fresh, that we see the waters flowing pristine and healthy, and that we see all aspects of Mother Earth, the trees and the plants and the animals that are going extinct. Guide your children, guide Hilda's kids in all of our relationships, that we can find solutions to stop this horrific destruction of our beautiful planet. Mother Earth, help us, speak to us. We seek your guidance. You know how to heal. Help us so we can see the next 7 generations living in a peaceful, beautiful planet, rejuvenating and radiant, that brings us to our knees with awe as we witness the miracle of transformation and healing. Thank you, Mother Earth, for your gifts. Creator, you do a beautiful dance with this Mother Earth. You, the one who brought all of this into being. We call you to join us, to stand in this circle with us. I know that's possible. I witnessed it many times already. So we ask that all who have gathered here tonight be blessed. We ask that all the intention and all the inspiration that you've put in the hearts of all of Hilda's kids, that you will strengthen, give renewed hope, rejuvenate our bodies, that we can be healthy, so that we can witness this transformation of a new age. We are grateful for the blessings of life. We are grateful for our ancestors who have gone before us. We are grateful for all of your blessings, and may all religions find our common knowingness that we are all on this path to reconnect to our divine self, and no one has the one way. We all have equal ways. So transform those who, in the name of God, do horrific acts on this beautiful planet into our brothers and sisters, that their hearts turn to pure love, that we see that once we were in the darkness, and you and all of our relations have walked into the light. Please, please help us at this time, that we can save this Mother Earth and save this planet and all our relations, that we are saved and know our divine self, radiant with spirit, that our words and our thoughts and our actions all come from that radiance. We thank you, Creator. We thank you for bringing us to this time. And we thank you for inspiring Larry and Hilda's kids to continue this journey for 30 years. It's been gathering to celebrate. And may we continue on celebrating and renewing and bringing hope when it seems hopeless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Creed.
One of my closest friends was Dr. Wally. And I would always talk about to Wally, my meditation teacher, Hilda Charlton. And he would listen to the stories and he would always say, oh gee, that sounds really like something I'd like to experience. So Hilda was at St. John the Divine Cathedral for many, many years. And I brought Wally, and Hilda comes in, and she comes right up behind us, and she just stands behind us. And Wally doesn't know who Hilda is. And she just stands behind him, and then she stays there for around 30 seconds, then she gets up on stage and she gives a whole lesson for Wally. And Wally's looking at me like, what's going on here? She's just read my mind. And I said, yeah, she does things like that. But it blew his mind. And Wally was this great environmental activist. We had many organizations over the years that dealt with environmental issues. He started an organization called Food and Water, and for 4 years, Ralph Nader called Food and Water the best environmental organization in the nation. That we got things done. We stopped them from irradiating food. We stopped them from putting radioactive wastes in the pine barrens or radioactive wastes into the asphalt, things like that. And when I was about to buy a house, Wally said, you can't buy a house. There's a radon problem in New Jersey. I have to send you down to the Department of Environmental Protection and talk to somebody about where the Reading Prong is, where this geological fault underneath all of New Jersey was spewing radioactive gases into people's homes. So we make an appointment to meet the doctor who's in charge of the radon gas, and she says to us, I don't know what you guys are doing here. There's no problem with radon gas. There's no big problem at all. You're just doing something silly. And we got back to the office, and I thanked the doctor for coming down with me, and then I grabbed my notes, and all of a sudden I realized I had an extra set of notes there. And I said, what's this? And all of a sudden I open it up, and it's confidential, stamped on all of it. From the governor to the head of the DEP, from the head of the DEP to this doctor. Estimated 30,000 lung cancer deaths every year. The estimates were sent throughout the whole administration, but they decided to cover it up and not talk about it. And they knew about this for a couple of years now, and they didn't do anything about it. And I realized I had all these top secret notes. I ended up taking her notes by accident. And so now I called her up and I said, I'm sorry, I inadvertently took your notes. She said, oh, you gotta send them back to me. I can lose my job for this. I said, oh, no problem. She said, please send it back overnight express right now. I said, I'm on my way down to the post office right now. I did make a stop though. I copied the whole set and I sent it to Wally. And by the next morning, it was on the front page of every newspaper in New Jersey. Cover up, radon gas, 30,000 estimated lung cancer deaths a year. And it was probably the single greatest thing I've ever done in my life, but I didn't really do it. So we told Hilda that Wally was getting death threats, so Hilda said, bring him to my apartment. So Wally goes to Hilda's apartment. She said, Dr. Bernstein, I created a seat for you in the middle of the living room. You can't sit in any of those other chairs. All the invisible goddess and goddesses are there. I invited them all to come and sit, and they're all gonna pray for you and protect you from all these death threats that you're getting. So Wally doesn't know what to, think at this point, but he's going along with it. She says, now I don't want you to think about any of your work. I don't want you to think about your family or your patients. I just want you to empty your mind and allow them to bless you. So Wally is sitting in the middle of the room, and Hilda says, "No, please, I don't want you to think about anything. Empty your mind." After around 5 minutes, Hilda comes in and says, "Dr. Bernstein, I'm ashamed of you." And then she told him everything that he thought in the last 5 minutes. So when Wally gets home, he calls me up and he says, "Who is this lady? This lady is a spook. I never met anything like this." And he would go on and on. Well, it ended up that they were very close, and he became her physician and managed her care at the end, in her end days and things like that. Wally devoted his entire life to doing goodness on the planet. So for his funeral, I wrote a song called the Wally Song. And I sang it at the funeral with the tears rolling down my eyes, the best that I could.
Children to take back their country. Stand for the truth within your heart. Stand for your freedom is worth more than glory. Stand for the light in children's eyes. Your father, stand, reach the sky, raise up with your voices, raise up, spread your light. One man of light for the children, with the sword of love from on high. One man of light, one man of right, fill us this night with your
The children of light came down from the mountaintop with love in their hearts, healing power in their hands, and music on their lips. And they taught of brotherhood and generosity, of service and compassion. Their message: inspire and uplift wherever you go. Strive for excellence in your life, and most important of all, love, children, love.
Beside your mother, stand, embrace the earth, raise up with your love now, raise up, spread your light. One man of light for the children, with the sword of love from on high. One man of light, one man of right, fill us this night with your love. stay with us for a
Now I can see you, I can hear your tune. So much in love with all that I survey.
Breathe it in.
So much in love with all that I survey.
Send it out to the world.
So much in love with all that I survey. So much in love with all that I survey. And see this bird.
to all the light and beauty and love. I remember Hilda talking about how all the angels are so close to the earth this time of the year. So be with the angels. Be with the love.